Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. I am Dr. Jack Belitz, chiropractor in Omaha.
Hello, everybody. I'm Aaliyah, Dr. Jack's assistant.
And we are experiencing some new equipment in the making of these, and so we're hoping this becomes a better experience for you. So go for it.
Let us know what it looks like, and if you have any tips or tricks or ideas for us, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the topic today is a food-related topic, and we're going to talk a little bit about processed foods, what that means, why it's not good for you, what you could do instead.
That's right. Processed foods are a huge part of the American diet. They say at least half of our calories come from processed foods, and I think that is a very conservative number. I think it's way more than that for most families. And they are doing some amazing studies now that are showing how bad these things are for. I mean, we know they weren't great, but some of this stuff that's coming out is really atrocious. And the thing of it is that, when I was a kid, we had some processed foods. We also had a lot of whole foods in our diet. Mom was home and she made dinner every night, and it was usually from scratch. And I was probably on the end edge of that type of lifestyle. We went to McDonald's, but it was like a big treat, and once every other week or once every 3 weeks, and every time we'd pass one, we want to go. Never got to go. This is before Happy Meals, so it kind of dates me, but that was our life.
Happy Meal come out? I thought they always had Happy Meals.
No. Happy Meals were not out when I was a kid.
I guess that dates me then too.
There you go. So it was just a completely different lifestyle, and so we didn't have the effects of years and years of processed foods on the culture that is now getting to a little bit more advanced age. But what's going to happen to the generation that is there now, where McDonald's is a staple, and once or twice or maybe even more times a week you're there having a Happy Meal or a hamburger or a quarter pounder with cheese or a Big Mac, or we went to McDonald's today, so let's do Burger King because it's not fried food. It's like,
it's all the same.
I'm sorry, Burger King is not healthier than McDonald's just because they cook their meat different. But that's the perception. People are, trying to compare one to the other. And so all of this processed food is starting to become more of a staple as opposed to a treat. And I believe that we are going to start seeing some pretty major effects of that in the future. And so some of these studies are coming up, and so the British Medical Journal did one and said the more ultra-processed foods a person eats, the more likely you are to get sick or even die prematurely. Another study linked processed foods to cardiovascular problems, and another linked them to a higher risk of death of all causes. So these processed foods are doing way more than just giving us a cholesterol problem, which is leading a heart problem. They are literally shifting things. And go ahead.
Well, I would say, aside from maybe like the side effects of like eating, the fake plastic cheese out of macaroni and cheese, it's also not providing your body with the proper nutrients. It's empty calories, empty nutrients. It's just filler. It's not vitamins and minerals and stuff that your body actually needs. So not only are you getting negative effects of eating plastic cheese, you're also getting the effects of starving your body, essentially. That's
right. And so one of the big things that they're pointing out is that a lot of these preservatives and emulsifiers, this is a big thing these days, they are really starting to affect your gut health. So the microbiome of your intestines, the microflora inside there, there's billions of bacteria in your gut, and they are there for a very big purpose. They do a lot of stuff. We don't even understand all of it. What we do know is that if it gets off balance, it can not only affect your health, but affect your personality. It affects how angry you get or how depressed you get. I mean, these microflora aren't just taking up space. They are producing things that are literally affecting the way your brain perceives reality. And so if you want to be healthy, you've got to really pay attention to the different foods that are potentially destroying that microbiome and put an end to them, or at least limit them greatly so that they are more of a treat rather than a staple. Because without a good gut biome, there's going to be some pretty major price to pay in the future.
Oh, yeah, bad gut bacteria or, whatever, it can cause a lot of things. I mean, it's important for your immune system. So if you're somebody that gets sick a lot, like he said, your mental health, if you notice how crabby you are, how tired you are, how much sleep you might need, and the bacteria in your body is part of all that orchestrating.
That's right. Now, we talked about emulsifiers, which are in some foods, not all foods, but another thing that's affecting the gut biome is the high-fat, low-fiber foods. So that is a lot of the ultra-processed foods also. I mean, we're talking the hot dogs, we're talking the macaroni, the pasta, anything that's made in a processed way.
Anything that comes in a box or a bag is probably not, or is probably processed.
That's right. And so we're finding that they are affecting the amount of inflammation you have in your body. So the more likely you are to start feeling little aches and pains all the time. That can be a huge issue that's going on with people. So lots of reasons to stay away from processed foods as much as possible. And it's not really that hard to figure out what foods are processed. First of all, like she said, if it comes in a box or a bag, more than likely it's processed. Second of all, read the ingredients. If there are more than 2 or 3 that you can't pronounce, then that's a really good sign that you've got some stuff in there that your body's not going to be very happy with.
Yeah, I try not to eat foods that I absolutely can't pronounce.
Yeah. And even when you're trying to be healthy, like for instance, I know some people that, okay, I like ice cream, so I'm going to get the healthy stuff, which is great. You go and you look on the thing, you say high fructose corn syrup as the first one. Well, right away you bypass that, right? And so if you're going to buy ice cream, that limits you huge to just the ones that use sugar, which, great, now you've eliminated a lot of them. But even the better ones, like the Ben & Jerry's and the stuff that you get from Whole Foods and the stuff that you get even from Trader Joe's is a little healthier, in other words, because they don't use the high fructose corn syrup. They all still have emulsifiers because nobody wants ice cream that has little icicles in there. And that's what emulsifiers do, is they keep that stuff away. And so, it's everywhere. And so even though you might be eating something healthier than the competition, that doesn't mean it's healthy. Big distinction.
Yeah, That, and that's something that I find really frustrating. Like when I go into the grocery store and it's like, ooh, the health market. Well, you start flipping over the labels in that area too, and you're coming up with the same chemicals that are, in aisle 12.
Just not quite as many of them.
Quite as many of them, or it's not the gluten, or it's not, so, you got to find what's really important to you and what's important to your body, and find your balance in there.
And watch where you shop. That's the big thing. Stay in the outside perimeter of the store, because that's where all of the fresh food is. It's got to be in the freezers and stuff. And so, you got your vegetables and you got your meats, and that's what you want to stay with, is mostly vegetables and meats.
Yeah, I guess the bread's over there on the outside too, but just
stay away from that. Yeah, just don't even
pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah. It's crazy. And that's not to say that you can't find some healthy stuff in the middle of the store, but
olives are in the middle. Olives are good for you.
Olives can be good for you, but there's not a lot. So do a good job shopping. Then when you get home, you don't have as many bad choices that or bad options for choices that you have to make. And that just requires being a little bit strong and willpower for about what, a half
An hour at the grocery. Well, half hour for you. I have a family, a whole family. His is grown.
Yeah, even when they were around, 30 minutes was plenty.
Are you serious?
Oh gosh, yes.
Did you take your kids to the grocery store?
Oh, absolutely, yes. We all four of us would go and we'd get the shopping carts, and they'd have like 2 or 3 of the little ones, and we'd load them up, and 30 minutes out of here.
It's because he has the dad voice.
Oh,
Anyways,
she's a lot
do you have any others? That's true too.
I just throw it in. Figure it out when I get home. She has her whole meal plan figured out for the week. All right. So anyway, hope you guys liked this video. I hope it gave you some good information. Maybe gave you some incentive to change your diet, because how great would that be for you to be healthier? I mean, it'd be awesome for you and your family. So like this video, share it with other friends of yours that are, looking to be healthier, or that you want to be healthier because you want them around kicking and screaming and having fun, not just sitting in a chair when you get older and you want to enjoy life like when you're retired. I mean, this is where you have to do the work now. You can't wait till then, because you can't undo the years and years and years of abuse on your poor body. So
comment below, and
yeah, tell us some of the stuff that you're going to give up. That's a great comment. Let us know some of the stuff that you're going to maybe not give up, but wait.
amend.
That's processed. I'm going to save that for a treat as opposed to a staple.
That's right.
That would be awesome. Have a great day, and stay healthy, Omaha.